Hi everybody and welcome back to Lockdown Kitchen. Hope you've all had a great day. Just waiting for a few of you to join before we start tonight's recipe. Sausage rolls. Easy, easy, easy. Beautiful weather here today. 25 degrees. Daisy even went for a swim in a river. She was so hot. Hi Bev, how are you? Sausage rolls on tonight's menu. Okay, so my recipe is just so simple. I don't do any of that sausage mince stuff like they do in Australia, and you know, there's so many different recipes. You can add carrots, onions, parsley. Hi Guy, you're up late. Hi Narelle. Nutmeg, sage, all sorts of things. I just do the straight sausage roll, okay? There's a lot to learn about being a clever shopper, okay? I consider myself a very clever shopper. If you can source really, really good ingredients, you don't really have to do much cooking at all. You just buy the best of the best and then everything's pretty much done for you. So this puff pastry I buy from Géant, this is the best one. I've tried a dozen different types from all the other shops, but this one is fantastic. And just chipolatas or sausages, but we call them chipolatas here, from the supermarket. I normally get them from Géant. I went there today especially to get them and they didn't have any. So I had to get some from Intermarché. So I hope they're okay. But the ones from Géant are delicious. And in England, they refer to sausage rolls as pigs in blankets. So it's basically just a sausage in a covering of puff pastry, which is the blanket. Hi Isabella, how are you? So anyway, this recipe was requested by Michelle Anderson. I'm just getting a tray to put them on. All I'm going to do is open the packet of pastry like that. It just comes out. All our pastry is already on a baking sheet of paper. For this recipe, you can actually use the paper on your baking tray. So just put the pastry on the chopping board, put that on the tray. Okay. The only thing you need is a little bit of water for this. If you want to, you can use an egg wash. I don't, because why waste an egg? We just open the sausages. Hello Isabella. So I've got lots of stories to tell today. And I'll just start these though first. So we put the sausages on one first, then two, then two, then one. Okay? And this will make exactly 6 sausages. Okay? And then we just take that off, recycle bags out here because it's full. Okay, so I had my car serviced, which was great. At 2 o'clock, I had a busy day, Géant, and then the car. And it was great because when I went to pay for the car, he said, "Oh, have you got any cash?" Because I pulled out my credit card. He said, "Because we're not meant to be open, so we'd prefer cash. You can just come and pay next week." And I said, no, I've got cash. How much is it? And he said, 60 euros. Last year it was 73 and the year before that it was 92. So I'm saving money, which is fantastic. So that was good. And while the car was getting serviced, Daisy and I went for a walk. It was 25 degrees, boiling hot. And we found a nice little stream. I think it's called the La Mole River. And we found a bridge where we could get down to the water. So Daisy went for a swim and had a drink and she had a great time. Okay, so let's make these sausage rolls. I'm just putting the pastry over the first sausage, as you can see there. Okay, and then I'm putting a bit of water, just like that, there, and turning it. Alright, so that now is rolled in pastry. Then I just slice it along like that. Okay, so that's your first sausage roll. Same with the next one, just wrapping it over the sausages. Water along the edge, rolling over, and then cutting again. Okay, next. Over, water along the edge, rolling over, and then cutting again. And then the last one, the same. I'll just flip that round. over the top, water, and then over. Okay, so now that we've done them all, what we do is we trim them up, cut the ends off. Okay, you can throw that away or keep it if you're making something else. Okay, well, so simple. Yeah, and the thing is, you can make these with chicken sausages. It doesn't have to be pork. So then Johnny can eat them. I actually bought some beautiful chicken sausages yesterday because I was trying to get chipolatas yesterday and they didn't have any at Grand Prix, so I bought chicken sausages. So yeah, so I've got sausages coming out of my ears. Okay, so same again, just cut the edges off. You're going to get a little bit of sausage meat from the sausage on your knife. So I often have a sponge nearby, like that, just to go to clean it. And then each sausage you cut into 6. Okay, so that gives you 36 sausage rolls. So as you can see, it's a great thing to make for a party, or if you've got friends coming over for a drink. Lucky Johnny, good idea. Yeah. And you know, it costs so little. Like the pastry is about 80 cents for the packet and the sausages are €3. So, and what I do with mine is I serve mine with barbecue sauce. If you can source a great barbecue sauce like I can here, it's absolutely delicious. And you know, when I cook these for people, they say, oh, these are the best sausage rolls I've ever had in my life. La la la. And they love them, and they're just so simple. And some people, when I suggest making them, they say, oh, sausage rolls, how boring, you know, how common. But I say, no, trust me, just try them, because I think you'll like them, and they do. So anyway, just putting those on the tray. So you can serve them with barbecue sauce, homemade, like tomato relish, ketchup, whatever you like. If you want to, you can put an egg wash on the top. If you want to, you could put sesame seeds or poppy seeds on the top, or fennel seeds. And if you want to be different, sometimes I actually buy green asparagus in a jar, and I put asparagus, bacon and cheese in, either cheddar cheese or Emmental, and that's really nice too. They make a lovely roll. Okay, so I'm just putting all those on. Simple, simple, simple. It's Friday night. I'm having the weekend off. Yippee yippee. Top tip, how much? Can you say what do you mean, how much? Sorry, how much of what? I've lost the flow of conversation because I didn't look up a lot. Okay, so that's it. I just put them in a hot oven, 200 degrees, for about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, just check them. Once the pastry is golden and puffed nicely on top, you can turn the oven temperature down a little bit to say 180. And if you want to make sure that the bottoms are crispy, because nothing worse than a soft base on a sausage roll, just put the tray to the bottom of the oven, right at the bottom, for the last 5 minutes of cooking. Okay, and that'll crisp the pastry up underneath. Okay, so that's all there is to that. You already covered it. I was asking how much it cost. Okay, yeah, virtually nothing. So there's that pastry left. If you wanted to, you could make a little apple tart, but I'm not going to, because last night I made my mum's self-saucing chocolate pudding, which I ate half of, and I gave the other half to Leslie this afternoon in the garden. So Stephanie and I are sharing those sausage rolls tonight. She'll get half and I'll have half, and Daisy will have a couple too. Daisy loves sausage rolls. And so the other funny thing that happened today is, you've probably all heard it, but I hadn't heard it. I was driving to the supermarket, so Radio Riviera News was on, and Donald Trump's latest thing is he's now suggesting that it's investigated or even tried that people drink or inject themselves with disinfectant, because, you know, bleach kills coronavirus on the bench, so it'll probably kill it inside your body too. Might kill you too. So anyway, there's this huge uproar. All the doctors are on saying, you know, please don't follow this advice, it's lethal, blah 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 blah. So anyway, just today's top tip, just, you know, buy a bottle of bleach and you'll be fine. You'll never get coronavirus because you can just inject yourself. So yes, And what else did I have to say? I can't remember now, but it was something. I think the car and that. Don't know. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed tonight's easy class. Yeah, it is a dick. He's a total dick. And, you know, there was also a funny of him talking to Angela Merkel, and Angela Merkel's got her head down like this saying, but you can't send astronauts to the sun. They'll burn. And Donny says, but what about if I send them at night? So there you go. He's just brilliant. Yeah, I can't remember what else I was going to say. But anyway, have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you on Monday. I'm having 2 days off. You. And menu for next week, I've written it. Had a request for an easy fried rice, so I'll do that on Monday. Goat's cheese salad. I thought that could be fun. Spaghetti pomodoro, because I've got some tomato passata to use up. And that's the easiest recipe on earth, but it's so delicious. I thought I'd do Mexican tomato rice. That's a delicious rice that you can use for lots of different dishes. And then I thought I'd make my engagement dinner. Eggplant rolls filled with thin spaghetti and tuna. Because there's a few funny stories to go along with those. And what was I thinking? Yeah, no, that's all. Yeah, so anyway, that's what's on next week. I'm keeping it really basic. I've actually only earned about $300 this year. So I've used up a lot of my ingredients on these classes. So now I'm getting really simple. And hi Fran, you're up late. So I'm just going to do some rice and pasta dishes, some real economy meals, just to show you what you can do with spending virtually no money. Okay? All right, well, have a great weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Okay, bye.